The village of Sundapa was small and quiet, where life was measured by the rising of the sun and the harvest of the fields. In a corner of this village lived a boy named Arjun. His clothes were simple, his feet often bare, yet his eyes carried the shine of something greater, dreams too big for the dusty roads around him. Every evening, his father returned from the fields, his shoulders weighed down with fatigue. He would find Arjun bent over the earth, drawing numbers in the dirt with a stick. Arjun, his father sighed, these sums won't feed us. Come and help me in the fields. But Arjun only smiled, his gaze steady. One day, Baba, these numbers will change our lives. His father shook his head, but in his heart, a tiny flame of hope flickered. One afternoon, Arjun watched as a group of farmers stood before a trader, pleading for a fair price for their crops. The trader offered them less than what the harvest was worth. The farmers, though disheartened, had no choice but to agree. Arjun's young heart tightened. Why must those who work the hardest gain the least? He thought. And in that moment, an idea began to grow inside him, an idea that would never leave. Years passed, and Arjun earned a scholarship to study in the city. The streets were crowded, the buildings tall, but the boy from Sundapa carried his village inside him. He studied by day, worked by evening, and late into the night he taught himself to build programs on an old second-hand laptop. Some laughed at him. You don't even own proper shoes, a classmate joked. Arjun only smiled. Maybe not now, he said, but one day, these feet will walk me into success. He worked tirelessly, pouring every ounce of energy into creating something that could connect farmers directly with buyers. His first attempts failed. Many doors closed on him. But each time, he rose again, carrying the memory of his village and the promise he made to himself. At last, a group of investors listened. They saw the determination in his voice, the fire in his dream. One extended a hand, and in that handshake, Arjun's idea was given life. The app grew quickly. Farmers began to earn fair prices, buyers received fresh produce, and Arjun's name spread far beyond the city. What once seemed impossible became reality. When Arjun returned to Sundapa years later, the dusty lanes welcomed him with cheers. His parents stood in awe as he stepped out of a car, no longer the barefoot boy they once knew, but the man who had turned hardship into opportunity. His father's voice trembled with pride. I was wrong, Arjun. Those numbers of yours, they truly did change our lives. Arjun smiled warmly. Not numbers, Baba. Dreams. Hard work. And never giving up. He pointed toward a new school being built, a gift to the village children. Their laughter filled the air, carrying a new promise of brighter days. And so, the boy who once wrote numbers in the dust became the man who built bridges of hope. His story was no longer just his own, it belonged to everyone who dared to dream, no matter where they began. Sparkle's poverty is not permanent. With courage and persistence, even dust can turn into dreams.